Hi, my name is Lindsay and I've taken exactly 5 showers in the past 3 weeks. Welcome to my life. Hey guys, it's been over a month since I filmed or posted a video, and I have a pretty good reason for that. I've been a little busy having a baby and having a newborn, but this video is going to be all about that. A little bit about my C-section experience, because I think I'm going to make an entire video just about that, but also you'll get to meet my little baby girl, Ellie, and I'll just talk about how it's been going being a new mom and how the first 3 weeks of motherhood have been going for me. So if you want to hear about Ellie and how we're doing, then just keep watching. Okay, so a little bit of background in case you didn't see my 2 previous videos. I had a scheduled C-section on Monday, April 10th. That was 3 weeks ago yesterday, and we got there bright and early at 5:30, and Ellie was born at 7:48. She was 6 pounds 4 ounces and 20.5 inches long. Just a perfect little baby. If you hear all the cooing, she's in her rock and play down beside me. She came out screaming. We call it her pterodactyl scream because it is so high pitched. There's really no words for it. She just has a very high pitched cry, and that was her first cry. I was just so happy to hear her cry. The C-section went really well. She did great. I did as well as could be expected. I still wasn't excited about having a C-section, but the surgery went fine. The first day I felt great, and then it was a little rough after that for about a week, but now I'm feeling back to normal. We are exclusively breastfeeding, and that's going really well. Once we got the hang of it, everything has been great. My milk came in on day 4 at the end of the day, right when we were getting home, and that was good. So I had her on Monday, and our hospital stay was wonderful. The first day we were there, the unit was almost empty, and my amazing nurse, I was actually her only patient that day, so that was really nice. She could really devote a lot of time to us and helping us learn how to breastfeed and all the really important things of day 1. So that was just an amazing experience. We stayed in the hospital until Thursday, and we went home Thursday afternoon. And I was a little bit nervous to bring her home because it's like, oh my gosh, you're giving me this baby. What do I knew what to do with her. I can honestly say that from like the moment I met her, I felt like I kind of knew what she needed, and that motherly instinct like 100% kicked in. But I was nervous to bring her home. We had such a good experience in the hospital, and it was just like so almost nostalgic for me. Like, nostalgia isn't the word for it. It was really sentimental for me, just like being there with her. I didn't want to leave the place where we had her. I didn't want anything to change because it was so perfect. But we brought her home, and everything has really been really good since then. She went to the doctor the Monday after we brought her home, and she was already back up to her birth weight and exceeded it. At that doctor's appointment, she was 6 pounds 6 ounces, which was great because on day 2 or 3 when they weighed her in the hospital, most babies do go down in their weight after they're born. She was 5 pounds 12 ounces, which was a pretty big decrease. They say they're concerned once they lose 10% of their body weight, and she had lost 8%. So we were like really going in overdrive. I was trying to just feed her as much as I could, even when she didn't seem hungry, and I got her back up to 5 pounds 13 ounces the next day, which they were happy with. And then we went home, and 4 days later she was up to 6 pounds 6 ounces, which is awesome. So that doctor's appointment went great, and she went back to the doctor yesterday when she was exactly 3 weeks old, and she was 7 pounds 2 ounces, and she is now 21 inches. So the doctor's really happy with how she's growing, and we don't have to go back until she's 2 months old. So everything is going well with that. Yeah. She's doing great, or I should say the dogs are doing great with her. We have 2 dogs. We have a little poodle chihuahua mix who's 5 named Archie, and we have a dachshund, a long-haired dachshund named Frank, who's 1 year old. And I was kind of nervous about how Frank was going to do because he's still a puppy. He's pretty rambunctious. But they've both been amazing with her. They're just like obsessed with her and want to protect her at all times. So that's been really, really sweet to see. And she's just doing really well. The only kind of issues we've had is she had a really, really severe diaper rash. I started to notice it, I want to say on day 2 or 3, I started to notice that she was looking irritated. So we tried to prevent it with good old coconut oil, which I do use on her whole body as her moisturizer, but I tried to just load it on to prevent her diaper rash from getting worse, but it just kept getting worse and worse. So we ended up getting actually a special diaper cream from a compounding pharmacy. It's called Dr. Guider's diaper ointment, and it cleared it up in 4 days. Like, this diaper rash was bad. It was open, it was oozing, it was trying to scab over, but it couldn't scab over. But this diaper cream from the pharmacy, which was really expensive, ended up clearing it right up. So the biggest thing we did was get that diaper cream. We've also switched to organic, unbleached cotton diapers. We're using the 7th generation free and clear diapers. But the biggest thing we did is now when she needs to be cleaned, we're only using either warm washcloths with plain water, or we're using the water wipes, baby wipes, which are amazing, and they're literally just 99.9% water and 0.1% fruit extract. So they're really gentle on her, and obviously she just has really sensitive skin, and to me it's worth it to spend more money on these more expensive products and keep her comfortable and healthy than to get the cheapest baby diapers and cheapest wipes and have her have a rash all the time. So that's the only real issue we've had since she was born, but it was really pitiful. It was really pitiful. She had it for about the first 2 weeks of her life, but now that it's cleared up, it's like my mission to keep it away. When we were in the hospital, she was borderline jaundice, but she never ended up having to go under the Billy light, so that was a good thing. We were just kind of sunbathing her in the window, and that worked to clear it up. And other than that, everything with her has just been perfect. So I'm gonna pick her up and talk to you a little bit more about her. So this is my sweet baby. Ellie, say hi. Hi. This is Ellie. I am so obsessed with her, obviously. She's like the love of my life. She has the biggest eyes, and I think some people say she looks like my twin. Some people say she looks like my husband's twin. She does look like him in his baby pictures, but I think that she looks like me now. She has a little dimple on the same side as me. You can see it when she makes certain little facial expressions. And my favorite thing, one of the first things I noticed right after she was born, on both my parents, their pinkies are bent like this. It's obviously a recessive trait, but somehow both of my parents have it, and me and 2 of my sisters have it, 3 out of the 4 of us. And Ellie has little bent pinkies. So that was one of the first things I noticed when she came out, like, oh my gosh, this is my baby, which is so silly, but that makes me really happy. And she's just a happy little sweet baby. She really only cries when she's hungry, and she is a hungry little baby, but I'm happy to feed her and chunk her up. We have lots of little songs that we sing together. Well, we don't sing together. There's lots of little songs that I sing to her, and her daddy is just so obsessed with her too, and he's just been so great taking on the role of father and helping me. But here she is all stretched out. If you want to see her skinny little legs, she's so skinny. I say she has little supermodel legs. Since she was breech, her little legs were kind of bent up for the first few days, maybe to a week. That was like their neutral position, but now she loves stretching them out, and she does still keep them bent up sometimes, but like any normal baby, they just have different positions that she likes. But she's just my happy, sweet little baby, and I cannot imagine my life without her, which I know every mom says, but it is even better than I ever thought it was going to be. So that's just my first little very disjointed update about Ellie. If you have any questions for me, just leave me a comment. And I'm so glad that she's being so good and that she's awake for this video, so you can see her pretty little eyes, her pretty big eyes. But I think we're gonna go now because she's probably getting a little bit hungry. but I am also going to film a video just talking all about my experience having a C-section and what the procedure was like and the recovery, and if it was anything like I thought it was going to be like. So stay tuned for that. But thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, so you won't miss any videos on Ellie, and we will see you very soon. Say bye. Bye.